Hey guys, welcome to a February vlog. Oh, coming up on the tail end of this month, and what is there to say? What is there to say? Yeah, I'll just randomly search through the chaos that is my brain. Oh boy. Um, well, I think there's one thing that I do need to say first of all, most of all, and all that jazz, and that is are you on? Yeah. Mike wasn't on there, whoops. But I think the first thing that I need to say to you guys is I'm okay. I'm doing alright. So yeah, it's been about a month since that thing happened that we don't talk about, and I'm doing alright. I've made some changes in my life. I've removed some negative influences. Um, So that has helped a lot. It does help that the sun's out right now, even though it's blinding me. I've got like a glow going on. Well, I don't mind. I don't mind. My hair's getting kind of thicker now as well, apparently. I don't know. So I've been told. I don't know. Still haven't decided how far I'm going to go this back yet. But whatever. Um, I hope February's been alright for you guys. I guess the main highlight was Valentine's Day, let's face it. That's kind of the thing in February. I got one card. I was supposed to get two. One that I knew of and one that I didn't. I got the one that I did know of, but one that I do know of hasn't turned up yet. But they were friend Valentines, which is all good. I think I'm like I'm moving away from like Valentine's Day being about a significant other. I think I like to see it more of a way as to show love to people you care about, not just your partner. You know, I just gave like a friend Valentine to somebody this year. That's all I did. Um, but yeah, that was the thing. One of the most exciting things I got to show you. In fact, I've got it right here. Now I did. Like, one of my New Year's resolutions was to not buy any games. I slightly may have failed that, but it's what it. What I did get was well worth the price of admission. I has here the SD to SNES. And what is the SD to SNES, you may ask? It's a SNES cartridge for the Super Nintendo with a little SD card in. Oh, excuse my hands, are a bit mucky because I've been messing on my bike today. I've been a grease monkey. And contained on this SD card is pretty much every damn Super Nintendo game that ever existed. So I can now play almost every one of those games on my Super Nintendo as they were meant to be, not through emulation. Not that there's anything wrong with emulation, but there's something to be said for being able to play games on the classic console. There's nothing quite like it, and now I can do that. So expect to see a lot more Super Nintendo action as this channel goes onwards. The other thing you guys may have noticed is that I have started to stream a lot more. Not just on Saturday night, but I'm doing random ones through the week. And I'm like alternating between YouTube and Twitch. But I might just stick with Twitch as far as streams go. Because I tend to get at least a couple of people watching when I do it on Twitch. Yet YouTube I don't. So I don't know. I don't know. I was keeping it like just doing Saturday night ones on Twitch and random ones on YouTube, but I might just go out to Twitch. That's the thing. I mean, streams are nice because it's better for longer games. I mean, there's a couple of games I want to let's play that may make for better streams, but I don't know. I don't know. But some games just make for a better stream, and you know, okay, so you guys can watch and say hi to me and stuff, even though I'm not the most talkative person. I generally just talk to hide the fact that I have nothing interesting to talk about, as you may or may not have noticed. Yeah. But that is the thing. I will be streaming a lot more right now. I do want to give some shout outs now, because I don't do this a lot, because I don't know, I'm shy and awkward and stuff, but I'm just going to say, like, give a shout out to some YouTubers I like, and people who are like always there for me as well, you know. So the first on the list, I guess, has to go to Obi Dan, man, my good friend Dan, who is pretty infrequent with his channel. To be perfectly honest, let's just say he could maybe use the drive to do some more of it, but at least he's always a willing partner for multiplayer madness. I don't know when we're going to do another video on that, but a time will come. I have a great game for us to play. It's just sort of getting him to play it because I'm more enthusiastic about it. And here he is, which is kind of typical, except when things are his idea. But never mind. That's Dan. Have a look at his stuff. He's played some old games, and yeah, Obi Dan, man. Next is another friend of mine. That would be Rodimus Zero, who I have known for a few years. He lives in town with me, and he rather likes Destiny and most recently Skyrim. He's only just come on YouTube. He's normally on Twitch. I think he streams on Twitch and uploads to YouTube. That's what he does, which is a sensible idea, really, because Twitch, no, he doesn't keep videos for longer than a week or two. Meh. But yeah, he likes to play some exotic games, particularly Destiny and Skyrim at minute, and he's got a very interesting mind at work. You'll know when you hear him talk. He's got a very interesting thought process, so please go and check him out, and just thanks, Rod, for like being friend and all stuff. Yeah. I enjoy getting my thoughts out today. Next up, I will give a shout out to Dylan Tomasi, or D-Laps as he likes to be called. He generally reviews a lot of films and stuff, the odd game now and then, but he's got a pretty interesting take on things. You should probably go give his channel a look. I know he's been quite supportive of me in recent times, so I just want to say thanks for that, man. And on a related note, a good friend of his, and I actually met D-Laps through this guy, is the Redneck Gamer 777, who I've mentioned him before, but he has extremely detailed reviews on games, and again, some films himself. It's kind of, you put him and D-Laps together, they're like the two sides of the same coin. D-Laps does more of a film thing, Redneck does more of a game thing. That's how I see it anyway. But seriously, the guy knows his stuff. He goes deeply into research with his games and uncovers some details you might not have known, which is pretty cool. So please go and check him out, and I hope you keep things up, Redneck. 2 thumbs up, dude. My next shout out is to the delightful Octavius Kitten, whose videos are pretty memorable, let's just say that. I'm not going to say any more, but just go and check her out because she's very talented, very creative, and very, very geeky as far as games go, which is always awesome. I don't really know what else to say. Oh, she likes cats as well. Kitten ears, and there's nothing wrong with kitten ears. Kitten ears make everything better. A lot of things make everything better, but kitten ears definitely do. Octavius Kitten, please go and check her out. She's pretty damn awesome. Excuse me that I have a coughing fit. Oh, heck. Yikes. I never like talking for that long. My throat kind of goes a bit weird. As you might have noticed if you watch me some of my streams, I have issues with that. Don't know what it is. I'll just compose myself. My next shout out is to a non-gaming YouTuber. I don't know if you guys know of ASMR, and I listen to that sometimes to help me go to sleep, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends how my body's feeling and stuff. But ASMR, I'm not going to go into what it is, but my shout out is to the Oracle, who might have done the best ones I've ever heard. Seriously, she has this cool layered thing with her voices, so it feels like she's got a multitude of voices talking at once, and she has some pretty creative role plays to deal with that. So if you're into ASMR at all, please check her out because it's very tingly, very tingly. Tingly is very good where ASMR is concerned. So the Oracle. Another shout out goes to Luke's game page. He does quite a number of gaming videos, as you may have guessed from what I just said, from the title. And he focuses a lot on retro stuff, which I'm quite happy about because I think I am a retro gamer myself. As I just prefer bringing out something old a lot of the time rather than playing something more modern and popular. So he and I are on the same wavelength on that. So Luke's game page, everybody. My final shout out goes out to Space Game Junkie. And again, what it says on the tin, he plays a lot of games that are set in space. Not necessarily, not just flight simulators, but also anything that has a hint of space involved. So if you like your space games and want to see some pretty lengthy gameplays of said games before maybe you try them out yourself, or revisit that game you loved a long time ago, he is the guy to go to. He has something like over something like 100. It's like 150 parts nearly for I believe it's X-Wing. It's one of the X-Wing series. It's a bit mental. As for my plans going into March, wow, there is something imminently happening in that month which is going to greatly affect my life in a fairly negative fashion. It's money related, but I will find my way through it. I just gotta keep going, you know. I'll find a way past that, and I'm still gonna be here. I'm still gonna be doing my videos and everything. Oh, one big thing I need to tell you is that I am now working on the final story in my short story collection, Dreamers Chronicles Volume 1. So hopefully in March I will be looking to get that published. So I will probably do a vlog about that as and when it happens, but I'm getting close, and once that is complete I'll be going full throttle on my novel Love's Night Zero, which I actually did a special Valentine's chapter of this month, and it is actually up on Fiction Press if you would like to check that out. You don't have to, it's there if you want to, but I will leave a link down below if you would like to do that. I'm also going to leave the link to all the YouTubers I just mentioned, so there you go. As far as this channel goes, there is one game that is going to become a continuous playthrough or series for probably the next few months, and that game is one very beloved to my heart. Not my favourite of the series, it's joint favourite, possibly second favourite next to another. But what I'm going to be doing is playing through one of the greatest and most legendary JRPGs ever created, and the first one I and many others ever played. It will be Final Fantasy VII. It is the game's 20th anniversary. The time feels right for me to finally have a go at it, and I'm going to do that. The only thing is, I don't know whether to play the original PS1 version or the Steam version. There are caveats to both, but there are plus sides to both as well. So, if anyone is looking forward to watching me play that, please let me know in the comments which version you'd prefer I play, and I will take that into consideration, because a phoenix considers all possibilities. Well, as February starts to draw to a close and we head into March, I wish you guys the very best, and I hope all your hopes and your dreams come true. I'm still working on mine, but I'm getting there. One step at a time. Helps that I've got a week off work right now, which is great. It's a nice break from things, and today in particular, it's Monday as I'm recording this. I've gotten quite a lot done, which I'm quite happy about. So I don't know. I'm just going to go forward cautiously and hope that things turn out for the best, because the last few months or so have been pretty damaging for me, and I'm just trying to regroup and put some things back there where they belong. So, but anyway, whatever's going on in your life, cheers very much for watching this vlog, There's probably like 101 things you've got better to do with your time, but whatever. but but hey, you took a few minutes out of your day to watch this, and I appreciate that. That's awfully kind of you. So I hope you have a great remainder of your February, and that March brings you everything that you want. And I will still be here to entertain you with all the games I can think of. Hopefully. Something like that. If I just put a smile on one person's face in my videos, I'm doing it. Okay guys, I will leave it at that. There's nothing else to say really. Keep on going guys. Keep your fire burning! And I'll see you guys next time.